Hi, my name is Maria Roca, and today I'll be telling you about my project called State Constitutions Initiative. So what this project is about state constitutions in the U.S. States. So unlike the federal U.S. document, state constitutions are constantly getting amended. So the objective of this was to design a relational database where state constitutions and all of their amendments could be stored, as well as create an application that would connect to this database and allow users to add, delete, or modify sections whenever there is a constitutional amendment. And this is the architecture of my application. So basically how my application works is that, well, there is a level of security. There's two types of permissions: the administrator that can basically do all the operations, and then the standard. And I'll show you a little bit about the difference between those two permissions. So let's log in as an admin. Okay, so the first thing we can do in this application is that we can view all of the tables that are stored in our SQLite database. So basically, you can see here all of the constitutions. You can also see all of the sections inside these constitutions and all of their text. And let's say we wanted to search for, and then this would sort of search the table and then show us where any particular word is used. And then we can also see, we also have a table that records information for all of the states. So things like the region, culture, whether they have the initiative, whether they have the referendum. So potentially we could add columns that describe the different states to these tables. And finally, I want to show you this table that's called sections history. So this table is created because a trigger is created on the sections table. So whenever someone modifies this sections table, let's say because this text gets amended, that is recorded on the sections history table. And basically the objective of that is that anyone that has made any edit to the sections table, this is recorded here. It records exactly who did the edit. So for example, in this case, the admin changed this text of this section to this text. So the idea behind having this audit table is that we can have an idea of how the sections are getting modified over time, and that whenever any text is replaced from an amendment, that information of how the text looked in the past doesn't get completely lost. And that way we can have, in our sections database, we can have the most updated version of the constitutions, but we don't lose how the constitutions looked before any amendments were recorded. So we also, the admin can actually update entries. So they can update the database directly from this application. So they can modify a section. A section can also get deleted. And I'm going to show you an example with adding a section. So in this case, we're going to add a section to the Alabama 1819 Constitution. So we're just going to input all of the fields. So in this case, this Constitution was amended in 1850, and the Article 3, was added in 1850. The Article 3, Section 30, Part 0, and then section topic is legislative. And then this is a text of the addition. And then we can go ahead and add a new section. And then, okay, our section was added successfully. And then if we go back here to our audit table, what we're going to be able to see is that here, whenever we use the interface to add a new section, in this case, this operation is going to get recorded through a trigger in our sections history audit table. So in this case, the admin added this new field, so that way this is recorded. And then I want to show you what happens when whenever whenever we have the other user. So that user doesn't have, as you can see, they don't have permission. Like this is like a standard user that's supposed to just see the database, and that user doesn't have any permissions. So they won't be able to update any entries on our constitution. And finally, I just want to show you, there's an Explore constitution. This user does have permission, the guest does have permission. And then you can see how they can sort of visualize a few fields from the constitution. And that's all I have to share with you today. Thank you.